Do you know the difference between this and this? Or this and this? I can tell you because I measured it using the temperature sensors from my old 3D printer. I'm Max from LifeHackerMax and I managed to lower the temperature of my Xbox Series X by 2 degrees just by cleaning the dust inside my console. 2 degrees don't sound like much, but my Xbox wasn't even that dirty. Imagine if it would have been even more dust inside. The dust can reduce the cooling efficiency of the fan and the radiator and make your console hotter. And when I say hot, I don't mean it in a good way. Higher temperatures will cook the thermal paste and pads faster, and keeping the console cooler will prolong the life of your console's internal components. While the thermal paste can last for several years before it will require replacement, the fan and the radiator need to be cleaned more frequently depending on the environment. In this video I will show you exactly how to clean your Xbox Series X and free it from dust. Even if your console works properly, it is a good practice to check the dust situation from time to time. The great thing about the Series X is that you can check this by simply observing the console closely without removing any screws. You can check the fan by looking through the top holes, and you can check the state of the radiator by looking through the holes on the back of the console. If any cleaning is necessary, here is what you will need for the cleaning process. A T9 security bit with a hole in the middle, a small flat screwdriver, a cutter, prying tools, I will use a thick guitar pick, tweezers, anti-static cleaning solution, I am using window cleaner, microfiber towel, brushes, different types, a mask to protect yourself from inhaling any dust particles in the air, and a vacuum cleaner if you wish. I did the cleaning late at night and you will not be seeing any vacuum in this video. I started off by placing my console face down and revealing the 2 screws on the back. One is under this sticker and the other is under this small plastic cover that can be placed back once I finish. I am using the T9 bit to remove the 2 screws that lock the back cover. I remove the back panel using the guitar pick, starting from the bottom and working my way up. Next, I remove the 3 screws that secure the fan in place. You can see that the 2 smaller screws have a pin inside. This is why you will need the special bit. Since it has a hole in the middle, would it be safe to call it the holy bit? Before I take out the fan, I unplug it from the socket using my tweezers. I slide it up and look at all the dust. Now I will remove the bottom ring base. With a small flat screwdriver I apply a bit of pressure to this locking pin inside the console and twist the base counterclockwise. Now I can work on removing the disk drive by taking out this screw here and the black one on the bottom of the case. I remove the vibration damper. I unplug the 2 connectors and slide the optical drive out. I remove 3 more screws from the bottom that lock the rest of the system in place. But before I can remove it from the case, I have to disconnect those 2 ribbons from the motherboard. Let me get a little closer so you can see better. For the little one, while pushing the metallic part with a flat screwdriver, I use the tweezers to pull the ribbon out. The larger socket has a metal clip that has to be unlocked. I do this with the small flat screwdriver as well. After that, I can safely disconnect the ribbon. I also unstick the ribbon and Kapton tape from the metallic case. Now I can take out the main system. This gives me access to the radiator. At this point I am done with the disassembly process and I can start cleaning every part from dust. I'm going to start by blowing the dust off from the radiator first. From experience, I know that it is more efficient to blow the dust off rather than trying to vacuum it. You can use a compressor, a can of compressed air, an inverted vacuum, or even your mouth like I am doing. But whatever you do, don't spit on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Next, I am using a soft brush to clean the interior of the case. The soft brush is great for this part in particular because it gathers the dust rather than scattering it inside the case. At this point, using a vacuum cleaner would be of great help, but as I said before, it was late at night when I did the cleaning, so I will stick to my brush. Even without the vacuum, I think I did a great job so far. Good job, good job. After I am done brushing every part of the case, I will use the microfiber towel and window cleaning solution to clean it. I wet one side of the towel and leave the other side dry. Then I alternate wiping with the wet part first and then drying with the other part after. Anyway, I'm using the same approach with all the components, being careful to clean every part of the console. I give special attention to the fan as it is a critical part in the cooling system. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to support my channel, the best thing you can do is become a Patreon following the link in the description. As I clean the blades, I make sure to lock the propeller with my hand from the other side. Once all the components are clean and dust-free, it is time to put everything back together. And so I carefully insert the main system inside the case while being aware of the two ribbons, one on each side of the case. I am very careful here not to damage the ribbons in the process. Once inserted, I slide the system towards the bottom of the case until the two metallic pins are aligned and inside their guiding holes, and secure it in place with the 3 green screws, one at the top and 2 at the bottom. Next I insert the optical drive like so and plug the two connectors into their sockets. I place the vibration damper in its place and secure it with the two screws. For the big ribbon, make sure the metallic clip is unlocked like so. Insert the ribbon and push the clip with a small flat screwdriver to lock it. The small ribbon can be pushed in and it will automatically self-lock. Now stick the Kapton tape back on the metallic case. When installing the round base plate, I found it useful to position the engraved line vertically with the text Xbox towards the back of the console. After I align the pins with the hole on the case, I twist it clockwise until I hear a click. I slide the fan in and secure it with the 3 screws. Next, I plug in the connector. All that is left now is the back plate. I start by inserting the upper side first and gradually pressing it in its place. I had to help it a bit at the bottom by pushing the 2 pins inwards as I push down on the plate. I am securing the back panel with the 2 green screws and I'm done. I'm Max from LifeHackerMax and I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching and happy gaming. Propeller. My propeller.